Hey, what's up everybody? It's that guy DSGuyJ here, and today I just wanted to showcase a little bit of my collection. Just, show you guys a little bit of the stuff that I really enjoy. Not necessarily play a lot, but the stuff that I'm most proud of. And none of these are necessarily rare or expensive, but, there's things that I just enjoy collecting and that I might not have played, but just look cool to me. And to start off, we're going to start off with Dragon Quest Monsters, Terry's Adventure. Is what I think this reads out to. I don't know, I can't really read Japanese, but it looks like it's a Pokemon based game, and you can indeed go and catch different monsters and stuff like that, and they can join you on your quest. You can have one that follows you at all times, kind of like Pokemon, the Pikachu, the yellow version, so it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and check inside of the box. It's Game Boy Color enhanced, so if you play it on a Game Boy Color, it does give it some different colors and stuff like that. It does indeed work on an original Game Boy and the Super Game Boy, and it trades as well. So let's go ahead and check this out. It's made by Square Enix. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop this open. This is complete, by the way. This is one of the things that I got really cheap, and it is cheap, so kind of explains the price a bit. But here's the game case. And I'm surprised that it came with this little clamshell, because usually they don't have these. People tend to throw these out, and it's actual Nintendo brand. Let's see if I can get it up. Where is it? Okay, here, Nintendo Game Boy. It might be a replacement case now that I look at it. Oh no, look, it's an official Nintendo case. It says right there, Nintendo. Yeah, cool, awesome. Why they didn't put Nintendo up here is very odd, but it's okay. Doesn't matter. Oh, actually, let's take a look at the game case real quick. That's it right there. It says Game Boy Color, but it's an original Game Boy pack. The booklet real quick. This is the booklet, and it comes with a really nice color manual. It looks really nice. Look at that. The pictures and stuff. Cute little fuzzy guy right there. We got the tree dome where you start off at. That's like headquarters. That's like where you, the garden. I'm not really sure what it's for. That's the king's room where you start off. I think that's where you would go to like change trade or change monsters or battle and stuff like that. There's different floors of the tree dome. That's you right there. That's the protagonist, Terry. Let's see. Or at least I think it is. I'm not sure. I haven't played that much of it. But it is indeed like your typical Pokemon game, except you could fight more than one monster at a time. It's pretty cool. There's a level up system, stuff like that. There's different moves. There's different types and stuff like that. Let me go to the page that kind of shows. Yeah, see, look, it's kind of like a Pokemon game. It looks kind of like a Legend of Zelda game because of the maps and stuff like that. But if you look closely, you can see that there's like a little monster following them. That's kind of like what I was saying, that it's kind of like Pokemon Yellow, where you can have a monster following you at all times, and you can change which one it is. There's like the different types and stuff like that. There's a page right here that goes through several different monsters. Let me go ahead and do that. We got a cool green bean with a spear. Man, look at him. He's got a pretty cool attitude. We got like a rat wasp. I don't know what the heck that is. That is very strange. There's like several different items that it covers right here. Oh, look. Here we go. There's this rainbow claw thing. We got this toilet brush beetle, and I got this for $6. Yeah, in the box, so it's worth about $7. So I mean, I didn't really save that much money, nor am I gonna make any money off of this. I'm not planning on selling it, but I mean, heck, $6, my first complete Game Boy game, pretty good deal. Miss PacMan. And I love Miss PacMan. If you ask me what my all-time favorite game of all time is, Miss PacMan. I was thinking about it for the longest time. Like, what's the best game of all time? Miss PacMan. I got this $7.99 used back in 2020. And the box is a little bit beat up. I think that's why I got it so cheap. It does have the little questionnaire card, as well as the instruction booklet in the back, so you can see the little ghost back there. I'm not going to take those out because this box is pretty much beat to hell and I don't want to mess it up anymore. Here's the cartridge. The cartridge seems to be in nice shape as opposed to the box, which obviously has had some water damage, or somebody was eating like French fries, because there's like a bunch of like oily fingerprints all over the top. Yeah, it's gotta be French fries. Somebody was eating McDonald's and wanted to play some Miss Pac-Man bad. They couldn't wait to wipe off their fingers. But the cartridge is phenomenal. It works great. And what's awesome about this version of Miss Pac-Man is that this Miss Pac-Man is 2 players. 36 wild and crazy mazes for more fun than ever. Miss Pac-Man has 36 ways to drive you totally wild and crazy with more fun than you've ever imagined. She gets to run around in 36 unique mind-boggling mazes, some small ones, some so big you have to scroll around, some that are mighty strange and some that are straight out of the arcades. Whether you choose easy, normal, hard, or crazy speeds, Miss Pac-Man will have you running ragged. Ooh, Miss Pac-Man, slow down, take me on a date first. 2 players at the same time. I don't know why this was not implemented in any of the other versions other than just this Tengen Genesis one, but it's phenomenal. 10 out of 10 would buy, replay. I would empty up my pocket full of quarters at an arcade if I saw Miss Pac-Man. Moving on. Alright, next here I got Turok 2 Seeds of Evil, the Player's Choice Million Seller, complete in box. And complete in box, I say that loosely because this box is just torn up to hell. It has water damage. Look, it's been rippled up from the water damage. It's just bad. But it's complete. It has everything in it. Most impressive creatures ever put in a video game. Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. But some of these are pretty cool. I love this game. I played the hell out of this game. Never finished it, but I have played the hell out of it. It is a pretty damn good game. The controls take a little bit of getting used to, but if you played classic Turok, then you pretty much already know what you're getting into. Here's the cartridge. Unfortunately, I don't have the cool black version, but hey, this gray cart is still cool enough, and it's perfectly fine. There's no damage on the cart whatsoever other than this little scratch right here. The back looks absolutely fine, and the contacts, pristine. Alright, we'll put the cartridge there for now. Go ahead and check out some of the inserts. Right here we got this fill out and win thing. Not going to be able to win anything anymore. You got your precautions booklet. And here's the instruction booklet. Unlike the Game Boy game, this one's kind of sad. It's all just black and white. But hey, at least we got one, right? We got our weapons. We got our assault rifle, shotguns, the shredder, plasma rifle, frost storm cannon. Oh, firestorm cannon. Sunfire pod, cerebral bore. That's a pretty cool weapon. I love using that one. Grenade launcher, proximity fragmentation mine layer, scorpion missile launcher, flamethrower, razor wind. This one's also a badass weapon. The nuke. Talon, harpoon gun, concussion torpedoes. Cytiric Horus weapons, artillery, 20mm cannons. Huh. Alright, so here's the poster. And this is the one for Shadow Man, which I think I own a copy of. I'm not sure. Here we go. Shadow Man, Acclaim, Iguana, Acclaim.net. And the other side is a South Park one. And it is Kenny. Yes. This is supposed to be. This game is intended for mature audiences and popular against popular. So I think it was supposed to be for this game right here. But from what I'm told, it wasn't for this game. This poster is supposed to be for an unreleased South Park game. And if I'm wrong, then someone please correct me. Turok 2, Seeds of Evil. Let's move on. Alright, so the next game is pretty obvious. South Park. I just showed it off. It is one of the best games I have ever played. This runs off the Turok engine, and this is actually pretty beat up. As you can see, there's like pen marks all over it. Half of the freaking logo's gone. Somebody fucking killed Kenny.
You bastards!
I mean, look, isn't that messed up? The only kid who has its freaking head ripped off is Kenny. Someone knew what they were doing. Easter egg, maybe? Is that someone made up? I would like to say someone did that. Planned, but yeah, the back is pretty beat up as well. The contacts are alright. They could use some cleaning, but it still works. This runs off the Turok engine. Phenomenal. phenomenal game. I love it. In fact, going up ladders in this game is exactly how it looks when you go up ladders in Turok. So, highly recommend this game. Highly recommend it. If you can find a copy, get one that doesn't have Kenny's head torn off, because I mean, it's sad. Why would you do that to Kenny, you bastards? Moving on. Next game in my collection that I really love, Army Men Sarges Heroes 2 by 3DO. Now this is a really good game. I love it. You play as a plastic soldier. You command some troops. Well, I don't think you can command troops in this game. You play as a plastic soldier. Sometimes you have troops in your side, like on your team, but they end up dying. They're fools. The AI is horrible. But you plan on taking on the Tan army and stopping them from opening a portal from the toy world to the real world and causing destruction over there. Now this particular one right here, warning, the removal of this label will cause permanent damage, which is false. It will not destroy the game. You can take off this label. This is a Blockbuster video card. Store number, and I looked at the store number, and it's a couple cities away from where I live. So pretty cool. And I found this in a local game shop. So someone from a couple cities over came over to our city and sold their games, and then I ended up buying it. So pretty awesome. Love this game. Moving on. Alright, this one is a Super Famicom game, and it's Tactics Ogre, Let Us Cling Together. This game, awesome. I love it. I spent so much time playing this game. So much time. This is basically the Game Boy Advance version of Tactics Ogre. Well, actually, the Game Boy Advance version of Tactics Ogre is this game. Or is it? No. It's not. It's completely different. It's completely different. But they play the same. Different story, different protagonists, but they play the same. It's almost exactly the same. I love it. 10 out of 10. I wish I could describe to you more about it, more of the story, but I can't read Japanese. It's a different story than Tactics Ogre on the Game Boy Advance. I highly recommend this game. If you don't mind tracking down a company and using Google Translate to play through the whole game, it's really awesome. And even if you don't mind not reading Japanese, just the gameplay itself pulls you in. Really great. Alright, next up we got Mortal Kombat Trilogy for the Nintendo 64. This game has Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 3, and Mortal Kombat Ultimates, I presume? I'm just assuming it does. Yes, it does have Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate. It does. This one, amazing. Any game with Ermac in it, A++. I love it. This has basically 4 games in it for the price of one, but it's kind of hefty in price nowadays. $30 for some Mortal Kombat. I don't know if I'll pay $30 for some Mortal Kombat, but I mean, I guess I did. I already paid $30 for some Mortal Kombat, so I mean that goes to show how good of a game it is. I'd say this is an 8 out of 10. I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, you can't go wrong. And with the Nintendo 64's controller and all those buttons, you don't have to worry about not having enough buttons. This puppy real quick, especially when you have the aggressor mode turned off. The frame rate on this thing is really high. You can get some really quick, fast-paced action with this game right here. Highly recommended. 7 out of 10. Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Wait, did I say 8 out of 10? 7 out of 10? I don't know. We'll change it to 7 out of 10. Alright, next I got Final Fantasy X-10-2, the HD Remastered Limited Edition for the PS3. The reason why I got this edition is because it has this badass art book on it. Look at this, just absolutely amazing. Look at that. The color gradient on it, how it changes from the yellow to the pink to the purple to the blue. That is just amazing. The spine of the book is actually the part of the box that you read. Man, I'm having a difficulty trying to, I'm just caught up in this artwork that I'm forgetting to talk. The spine of the book is the spine for the box, so you could find it later. The disc is indeed inside of this art book, so you have to be very careful, and it kind of helps out too, because then it, you know, forces you to keep the art book, because the art book is the case. The art book is phenomenal, beautiful, some concept art in here that is sick. And you see Titus right there just chilling. Look at this, it's so cool. I absolutely love this. I already have a video showing the whole book, so I'm not going to go through all of it right here. But, you know, there's also PDFs available of this thing, so you don't have to go out and buy one. I just bought it because I love this game. I own 3 copies of this game. PS2, PS3, and on the PS Vita. And yeah, here's the disc. And, yeah, like I was saying, it's inside of the art book, so it forces you to keep it. But I wouldn't have thrown this out anyways, because, I mean, come on. Look how beautiful this thing is. I hardly take it out of the box because I don't like touching it. Because I want to keep it forever. I know it's not that pricey either. I think I only paid like $8 for this copy. So, you know, like, it's not that big of a deal, but it's something that I love the most because I grew up playing this game, and it's probably the game that I grew up playing the most of because I've replayed it several times, and I don't think I'm ever gonna stop. 10 out of 10 for sure. Moving on. Alright, right here we got Super Smash Bros. Melee, but I don't have a complete box in English, so I decided to bust out my Japanese box, which I do have complete. It says Smash Bros. DX, which I think means Director's Cut, but I'm not quite sure. And look at that. Super cool. Look at the artwork on the back. Wow. I feel like no resale, huh? For sale and use in Japan only. Commercial use, unauthorized copy, rental is prohibited. Selling secondhand is not allowed. Wow, crazy. This must have gone out with like some kind of promotional package in Japan then. That is pretty cool. Unless they all said that. But look at that though. How it's like a fuse leading to the explosive action. Hell Laboratories. Dog with the eggs, man. Dog with the eggs. Super cool. Let's take a look inside real quick. Whoa, what the fuck? Apparently, I had a copy of Melee in here. The PAL version. The European PAL version. And I totally forgot. So that was kind of a blunder. But luckily, the disc is safe, people. The disc is safe. I bought this copy for $20.99. Here's my little receipt for it that I kept for. See, here's a little thing that they put in the side to tell you how to clean the disc and how to properly wipe it and stuff like that. Here is the instruction booklet. The meat and potatoes of the whole dish. This is something beautiful. And I love having full colored manuals. How they explain everything. Reading this manual within itself is just an adventure all its own. Peach! It's just an adventure all its own. I used to spend hours looking at the artwork in this booklet while the game was on. I would have the game on and I would just look at the booklet because I love listening to the music while I was going through the booklet. Now there was one thing that I always thought that was very odd. When you get to a certain point in the booklet, let's see if this booklet has it because I'm not sure if it's the exact same as the American booklet, but if it is, then it has, here we go. When it explains all the characters, it shows you that you get to unlock some secret characters, and there's a blur here. They did that so they wouldn't give away any of the secret characters, but for so many years, I tried to unlock this blur. I thought it was like some kind of ghost. I thought it was Casper. I don't know what I thought, but I thought it was some kind of dark void that you could unlock that was hidden in the game that no one has ever found. And to this day, I've never found it because you know what? It doesn't exist. It's just the blurb to hide the hidden character to not give away who the secret characters are. But forever and ever, I tried to unlock that blob. And I never did. And I don't think I ever will. Unless I mod it into the game myself. Which would be too much work. Just to achieve something that doesn't exist. But that was it right there. Oh, gotta put its companion back in there. The PAL version back in there. There we go. Back safely in its house. Alright. That was Smash Bros. Director's Cut, or DX, wherever it is. 10 out of 10. Alright, and right here we got Aquapaza, Aqua Plus Dream Match. This is a 2D fighting game for the PS3. Challenge other players in unranked friends only matches. This game is pretty cool, really high paced, intense, awesome, very beautifully animated. The backgrounds in this game, like the arenas, absolutely fucking great. I love it. one of the best games I've ever played. One of the best fighting games I've ever played, actually. And it's a shame that it's only available on the PS3. This thing is great. Now this I purchased for, I want to say, about $19. And now a full copy of this thing is pretty pricey. They're going for about, I want to say like $40, $50. Let's see. Yeah, look, Aquapaza right here. I got it for $21.24. And they're going about $40, $50 now. So I think I got me a good deal on that. But yeah, Aquapaza, Aqua Plus Dream Match. Highly recommended. I love it. I would say it's an 8 out of 10. Go get you a copy if you could find one. Alright, next up is not really a game, but it is one of the best things ever. Shrek 2 for the Game Boy Advance video. This is the entirety of Shrek 2 and all its 5 frames per second glory. It is the whole movie. Voice, acting, music, and all. In a Game Boy video cartridge. Unfortunately, they do not work on a Game Boy Advance player for the GameCube, but they do potentially work on the consoleized Game Boys. So if you wanted to, you could record this. So nice try, Nintendo, but we found a way around it. Next up, I got Wario Land, which is Super Mario Land 3. This game is super fun. Do not be confused by Wario Land 2. That game sucks. You can't go backwards and play other games and find like secrets and stuff. All the secrets are contained in the level, but they don't lead to other places. It's stay away from Wario Land 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Wario Land, 10 out of 10 garlics. 10 out of 10 wahs. It's absolutely amazing. Get you a copy if you could find one. Alright, Solar Striker. Solar Striker is a very underrated game. And if you haven't played Solar Striker, well then you owe it to yourself to go hunt down a copy and play it. Solar Striker is a shoot 'em up for the Game Boy. And it looks a little bit better on the Super Game Boy player. It has like this cool little custom thing around it. Let me tell you, this is a badass game. Super fun, super intense. If you got a controller, like a Super Nintendo controller that has turbo built into it, you're gonna want that, because this thing is pure A button mashing madness. I have never finished the game, but I have come extremely close. Extremely close. And let me tell you that Solar Striker will have you on the edge of your seat. So might as well just buy the edge of the seat. Don't even buy the whole seat, because you won't need the whole thing. Solar Striker, I got it for 10 bucks. I think that's how much it's going for now, but it's worth way more in my opinion. A very good, underrated shoot 'em up. Alright, next I got one of the best games in my collection. And you can see that these dust covers do indeed work, because look, there is no dust on the bottom of the cover. But this thing is phenomenal. I got it for 20 bucks. It is one of the best Super Nintendo games of all time. If you have not played Killer Instinct, you owe it to yourself to hunt down a copy and play it, because Killer Instinct is one of the best. No, it is one of the best games of all time. And if you look at it, you can see that it has Fulgore in the front, looking badass with like fire going on in the background. Who knows if he just committed arson and just lit that thing up, or if he's like walking away from a cool explosion, or if he's inside of the house while there's flames going on the outside. Who knows? Right now it's kind of hard to tell. But you know, enough about Fulgore. Buy it. Love it. Highly recommend it. 10 out of 10. Alright, last game I have here is Goblin Commander. Fairly cheap, as you can see. I don't think a lot of people talk about this game. I originally played this game on the Xbox. And let me tell you, this game is a tactical RPG player's dream. I love it. You can command different troops of goblins. You can get titans. You can control them. You could get like catapults and stuff. Mages. You can get different races of goblins and stuff. Super cool. You can design and customize an army from over 25 different goblins. It's super freaking cool. Over 25 single and multiplayer campaign levels, and let me tell you, the Xbox version has better graphics. I think it has more levels, and it has I think it has a goblin race that's specific for it. But man, oh man, this game is so great. I spent hours as a kid playing Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde. Forever did I play this game. I get to the point where I never finished it. I was towards the end, and for some reason it just kept freezing and freezing and freezing when I got to a certain part of the game, and my disc was pristine. I don't know if it was a bug in the game or if I did something to make it so I could no longer pass the game, but I was never able to finish it. Man, I was never able to finish it, and I really miss playing it. So I ended up buying it, $8 on the PS2. I played it a little bit, but it's not as great as the Xbox version. I gotta admit, like right away, the graphics are just subpar. If you're gonna play this game, get it on the Xbox, the original Xbox. Love it, recommend it. 7 out of 10 because it's not gonna be for everybody, and it does start off kind of slow. But other than that, once you get into the juice of it and you bite down into the pulp, it's pretty good. It's a great game. I recommend it. Alright, that has been all the cool stuff that I enjoy in my collection. Did you see any of your favorites here? Are any of these here your favorites? What are your favorites? Let's discuss down in the comments below. And if there's any game that you think I should cover or talk about, or any games that you think I should add to my collection, please go ahead and leave a comment below. Thanks everybody that watched. Have a great day or night wherever you are in the world. Stay peachy.
Thank you, friends.
You should thank them for watching.
Nah, they know.